welcome back. Sometimes when you think about things like how the Environmental Protection Agency clamped down on diesel trucks, right? And made them put all type of emissions controls and HEPA filters and DEF fluid and injectors and regen systems and programs and EGTs and all kinds of shit in a diesel truck, right? So then someone online, and thank you because this just triggered, my mind, was all these vehicles that are burning engine oil today, right? Burning it, consuming it, going right out the tailpipe. And he said, well, why isn't the EPA doing anything about it? And I was like, wow, why are they not doing anything about it? Right? If you think about a new car, and within the technical standards and language you're saying today, it's normal for your new engine to burn a quart of oil every 1,000 miles, which is complete bullshit, right? So over that vehicle's lifespan, say, 10 years, right? How many oil changes are you getting in 10 years? Well, if you're doing them when you should, based on what they're saying for oil consumption, you should be getting an oil change every 3,000 miles and checking your oil every week. But most people don't do that. They're driving it past that, which is destroying the inside of the engines, which is polluting more and causing more damage, even in the earlier years of the engines. So say you keep the car and you know how to keep up on it, and you're adding oil every week because you drive 1,000 miles a week or whatever the fuck it is. How many gallons of oil of that over its lifespan will you be burning into the environment? Your vehicle is polluting times millions of vehicles. That is a very, very, very good question, right? And I'm sure there's people out there who are driving the piss out of their vehicles that are adding oil every week. And I know some customers that are doing it now, which are my new customers. I didn't meet them when they bought their car new, and this goes back to the dealerships are not training their new consumers on how to maintain their engine. That's why there's so much engine failure. Now, why isn't the governments and EPA and things like that getting involved and saying, hey, we know you told you these engines needed to meet a certain efficiency, and the way that you met those standards was with low tension rings, which is now causing tons of oil consumption, which is causing earlier catalytic converter failure, which is equaling more consumed oil in the engine and more tailpipe emissions. So yeah, you could talk, if the customer can mentally stand that issue, right? And typically it doesn't come on that fast. It usually starts out mild in the beginning, and around the end of the warranty, it's a fucking nightmare for the customer, where they can't keep the engine oil full because they can't make it 3,000 miles without it burning 2 and 3 quarts of oil. And then they trade that car in, and then they buy another one, which is the same shitty design, and then do the same shitty maintenance practices and have the same problem. But the problem is they're still polluting the environment. Excellent question. It's got to be hundreds of millions of gallons of oil around the world that is in the air and in the tailpipes, coming out the tailpipes. Good exchange there. I don't have the exact answer for you, but I know it's a shitty thing that they clamp down on diesel trucks, and then now you have gasoline vehicles that are just as bad. Thanks for watching.